Morning SnapOff. This is my, obviously, S13 200SX, my 2-year anniversary of ownership.
It's just going to be the ups and the downs, everything he's been through, all the money that he spent on it, the modifications he's done, the modifications he's going to do, and everything in between. So we're going to go and grab some breakfast and then we'll get on to it.
Yeah.
See you there.
See you there. You enjoying that there, James?
Yeah, so we've come to the Milk and Honey Cafe, if you look up there. I've ordered 2 mains because I'm rather hungry. I've had a full English breakfast and a full portion of pancakes and berries and a cappuccino. So. And
I've just gone for a standard full English, but it's a bit cold in here, so they put the heaters there for us.
Yeah, I thought I'd put you next to the heater, Rog, because I know
it's a bit cold. It is very open in here, but it is also quite cold.
We've sat on a table for 4, so hopefully all my food fits on the table.
Dead nice atmosphere though.
Yeah,
it is.
Okay,
Dead comfy. We're sat here. We've got the Silvia keys.
Very flowery setting.
It is very, very flowery setting. So, but you know, we love it.
Everyone must think we're on a date, Rog. You're definitely the woman.
Am I? Right. Well, we'll let you know how the food is.
Yeah, we'll come back. Yeah, I'm getting cold. First day of the year wearing shorts as well. So.
And we've got this massive heater next to us.
Oh yeah, I turned the heater. So. Okay. Yes, please. That's for me.
And any sauce?
Just some ketchup, please. Thank you very much. Cheers. My pancakes on the way. 1.
How's that, James?
It's amazing. I'll wait for you, Rog. No, I'm not. I'm not waiting for you.
There's another glass for you.
So we're finished the food. Saying bye-bye to Maria now.
See you again.
No, we see you, Maria.
Thank you very much. That was amazing. See you soon. Okay, so walking back to the car now. Rog, are we full?
We are very full.
We're full.
Go
and get back in the Silvia now. Do a bit of driving around. Get you some noises of the car. The weather's absolutely amazing.
Sun photos.
Feeling good, looking good,
Doing good.
doing good.
Yeah.
Back in the Silvia.
Oh, that's a bit close.
Oh, sorry, I'm in the way of a car. Sorry. Has someone hit your car?
I thought they did.
No, they haven't.
They haven't.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Get a few shots of the car. Let's go for a drive.
This is my CA18 powered S13 200SX. So this is from 1992. It's on 124,000 miles, so it's been everywhere. What we've got is a 1.8 twin cam 16 valve engine, and it's currently running around 300 to 320 horsepower. We've got 15 PSI of boost running through this. That goes through here into the T28 turbo, comes out the turbo, through the intercooler, down through, fuel, and out the back. So, it's a great engine. Sounds unreal. A lot better than I personally think. I don't think the SR is very good. These are very underrated engines and I think they sound amazing. So, follow me, let's have a little bit more look around the car. We've seen and heard the engine a lot the last couple of weeks. On Toyos on the front, on rotor grids on the front, on the wheels. On the back, we've got slightly wider Z-Tex wheels, which are only £45 a pop. So dead good wheels, awesome. We are gonna get some nice new brakes for it soon. Big all the way through, we've got I think it's a Japspeed exhaust that goes all the way from the bottom of the turbo, all the way out the back. I'll let James show you that there for you. Big ducktail for the grip. And we've got a heated rear windscreen, which I never use because it sets off my belt squeak. So it's great to tell people I have it. We have a sunroof. We've also got duct tape, but that's irrelevant. You don't have to zoom into that. Why zoom into that? 200SX on the side so people know I'm amazing. And now we've got the feature-filled, extremely every single option ticked, heated seats, BMW steering wheel, interior. Show them that. So we've got 180 SX seats, because originally I had bucket seats and I couldn't feel my arse after about 5 minutes.
What else is in the interior?
That's about it. Dehumidifiers and a gear stick. That's basically all that's in there. We've got the gold door cards. They do really well. Got loads of Japanese themed "May the Booster be with you." So I like Star Wars as well. And just keep going round. Yeah, there's not much to it. That's what I like though. We've got simplicity, we've got JDM, and we've got the culture, and that's all I need in my car. It's rather expensive. I bought this for just over £7,000. That was without an MOT and was brought to my house.
You bought a car without an MOT?
I did buy a car without an MOT. And then 5 grand later, because I bought a car without an MOT, it drives and it's great. Yeah, woo. Oh, bloody hell. There we go.
You don't have much luck with bonnets, do you?
No, I don't.
So,
Well, what did you do with this bonnet recently, James? If you'd like to show the camera to me, don't show the rust. Let's make them be honest. What did you do to this bonnet recently? Did you push it down and then I couldn't open it for 2 weeks?
no,
You did, didn't you?
maybe.
And then, so both of us couldn't open our bonnets before a massive night drive.
Yeah, the bonnet. The bonnet doesn't open on the Skyline either, but we'll get to that in another video.
It does open.
We're giving you all the bad points on the Silvia. The Skyline, that'll come later.
It just takes 2 of us to take the bonnet up on the Skyline, doesn't it? And it's slower. So imagine that, you can't even open the bonnet without me, and then I'm still going faster than you.
It's a group effort.
This is the car you see a lot of. This is a car you'll know and love. We will be doing one of these videos when James's bumper comes back on. But that's great for James to actually Google something by himself without going, Roger, can you find out for me?
I'd like to reiterate, that's my mechanic, I just pay for it.
Yeah. James just pays for it and then goes, oh, it's made this noise. What's it doing? What's it doing?
I just drive it and pay for it. But we are going to be getting insured on both cars soon, so you will see me attempting to drive this with the welded diff and the clutch, which operates like a light switch. It's either on or off.
Needs
So-
all the power it's holding.
All the power, yeah. So that is the 200SX.
Yeah.
So tell them about when you first bought the car, Rog.
So I bought this back, well, 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's about 2.5 years ago.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it's sort of around when Japfest is. So I've had it for a while, and so I bought it off a bloke down near sort of Nottingham way, and I got a really good deal on it at the time. And I was like, wow, £7,000 is not bad. So I bought it for £7,000, and pretty much within a few weeks I was having great fun with it. There was nothing wrong with it, and then pretty much everything went wrong with it. It wouldn't let me go anywhere above sort of 4,000 RPM without misfiring, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. So then eventually I got it sent to a garage because I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it.
Yeah, I remember at the time I had a Mark II Mazda 3 MPS, and we'd be doing pulls down the road. As soon as you hit 4,000 RPMs, it would just go ba 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 ba, and misfire really bad, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and you just couldn't do anything.
Yeah, and at that point, alarm bells sort of started ringing. Like, okay, it's happening almost every time now. What's going on?
And it's not spark plugs, it wasn't coils, it wasn't fuel.
We checked all the fundamental stuff, you know, your basic things, like Rog said, spark plugs, coil pack, things like that. And everything was fine, but the misfire was getting worse and worse and worse.
So then the unfortunate...
Oh my God.
Did he hit my car?
No, he didn't hit your car, but those electric bikes need to be banned.
Yeah.
Get rid of the electric bikes and we'll just buy them all.
Or anything
like
electric.
EK Hondas.
Anything
That
electric.
would be perfect. Bring back JDM, bring it back.
Bring back JDM.
So yeah, anyway, carry on.
Yeah, so got sent to a garage, and then the garage said, look mate, there's of an issue. We've done a load of work, did loads of like stuff for my car, like new, like everything got new electrics, everything.
You had new seals done, didn't you?
Yeah, everything was done.
All of his seals were changed, everything.
This was the first time you got sent to a garage.
Turn right here, bro.
Yeah. And so this was the first time, and he said, look, the compression's bad and it's downwards. So that means piston rings, pistons. So I was like, right, okay, we need to go buy a new engine. So I bought a new engine and that one was broken. So what happened there, I had to get that sent off and that got repaired, but that got all new seals. That's the engine that we've got now. It's making all this amazing noise.
So already,
yeah,
within, I'd say a month of buying the car. Would you say a month or two?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say a month of buying the car.
I was already down another 1,500 quid.
£7,000 on the car. Then we realised that the engine was broken, no compression. And we went all the way to Congleton and bought just an engine. And you compression tested it, but what was it that you couldn't tell?
The valves weren't sealing properly, which you can only really see when the engine's actually properly turning.
You were cranking it by hand, weren't you?
Yeah, I was cranking it by hand to do the test, and it was coming up as fine. So I had to go get a whole new head skim, valves lapped, timer belt, water pump, rear main seals, all everything. It got done, and that was a £3.5 bill to get that fitted in and done. It broke pretty much at the garage, so I couldn't go get it. Meanwhile, I tore down my old engine and found out that piston 4 had no piston, my key in like a key safe, and said, there's your key. I said, all right, yeah, no worries. I went and picked it up, said the money had been sent a few days prior, got there, didn't start, and refused to start until maybe about 10 minutes of letting it cool down, letting the starter cool down. And
absolutely ringing the hell out of the starter motor.
Yeah, and then that was just a permanent issue. It would not stop doing it, and it was awful. And so I drove it over to my grandma's house, and it stopped. I got out, had a cup of tea with my grandma, and yeah, it didn't start. Starter motor packed up, and among a few other things packed up. So I was like, well, the hell, it was all meant to be replaced, it was all meant to be brand new. It turns out it wasn't. So I made them come pick it up, take it all the way back, repair it, and then coming back. But I've still had a load of issues since they changed it. My fuel pump's playing up because they drove it on no fuel. So that's probably why it smells a bit. So there's a lot of issues, and I don't think I'll be going back there again. But thanks to the boys over at AAT Performance
down in Telford,
who I got my MOT from, they
sorted out all your issues.
They sorted out a couple of electrical issues that were left up from their work. So I didn't know, obviously, there was issues, and they spotted them and rectified them for me for my horn that did work.
So that's nothing to do with AAT. AAT are amazing. Dave and Ben down in Telford, shout out to those guys. They absolute lifesavers for both of us in the past. That's another problem with the Silvia that we've only just realised doesn't work. When's the MOT up for renewal?
In April.
MOT's up for renewal in April. So another thing that we've got to get sorted.
This is the beauty of owning an old Japanese car. Driver's window doesn't open anymore. There's no radio, so I have to listen with my AirPods in.
I sing to him sometimes.
Yeah, James sometimes sings to me. There's a lot of things that are a bit funny, but it is 34 years old. This is a
34-year-old car.
This is 1992, so I can't fault it that the stuff that's still clinging on, that some poor Japanese fellow had to fit to it.
He's probably not around anymore.
No, probably not. Or he's very old.
R.I.P. Japanese, man.
R.I.P. Japanese, because you made a good car. It's still here, mate.
Also, let us know down in the comments what you want us to do in the summer. If there's anything in particular you want to see us do, someplace you want to go, or if there's anyone that wants to come on and drive with us, meet us, whatever.
We're doing a lot of car shows, Japfest.
Yeah, we're going to all the car
USC.
shows this year. Any car festivals that are on will be there.
Yeah, we'll be doing a lot. We're going to do North Coast 500 as well.
We'll just ignore the fact that you look down at your gear stick to know which gear to go
I know,
into. Yeah, so the Silvia's fast. Really fast. So, but the Skyline handles better. So on the back lanes, it's pretty even. And plus we're both like very, very scared of crashing them. So, because we don't push it to the limits, although we are gonna build a drift car.
At some point.
Ever since going down Learn to Drift in Stafford, if you haven't seen that video, we'll put a link up to it here. Ever since we went there with Hayden, we have both fell in love with an old beaten up MX-5 that just sits on the limiter. The 1.8 VVT is a very special engine. Yeah. You love your 1.8s, don't you?
I love a 1.8.
You had a Corolla T-Sport as well,
I had a
didn't you?
Corolla T-Sport that was 1.8.
Toyota's version of the EP3.
Good car.
Very good car.
Budget EP3.
Buying an EP3 off Temu.
Yeah.
What's your next plan with the Silvia, Rod?
I need a radio.
Yeah, we need a radio, desperately.
Need a radio.
Okay, that concludes another video from SnapOff. Thank you very much for watching. A link will be down below for all of our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and all the rest. Go and watch the shorts. They'll be posted throughout the week. And there might even be a little teaser for next week's video, but I'm not promising anything.
Yeah, well, we shall see. We shall see. Well, like I say, like, subscribe, comment.
Show us some love down below.
That'll be brilliant.
Every little helps. The more you show us love, the more we can make good content, builds, days out, all that sort of jazz in the future for you. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you next week. Bye.